a very special person who I'm about to introduce right now. And his name is Dan Rooney. He's a PGA member. And he's also active with the National Guard, and he flies F-16 fighter pilot. He's served twice in Iraq, and you know, sometimes even in the game of golf, we use that term hero very, very loosely, and sometimes you wonder about the validity of it. Or do we ever overuse that? Well, I can tell you in this case, we've got a true American hero with us today.
Here at the PGA Championship with Dan Rooney, an Okie, right?
Absolutely, Stillwater, Oklahoma.
And he's got a very special project here called Patriot Golf Day. He's going to tell us about. Tell us how the idea came about.
And it's, well, Patriot Golf Day, the idea, I came back from my last tour in Iraq in 2005. I fly F-16s, and I'm a PGA golf professional, so a fairly unique combination there. And I liken it to, you know, a player fouling out of a basketball game before he's done. And I was really compelled to stay involved in helping these families who are really the untold story of the conflict in Iraq and Afghanistan. And so the first area I went to was to have a golf tournament at our club in Grand Haven, Michigan, the Grand Haven Golf Club.
You and your dad own?
Yep, we do. And so we had a tournament up there last year, and we had another tournament this year. And this winter, as you read the paper every day, it's the untold story. You see the soldiers that are wounded or are dying, but you don't see the families that they're leaving behind. And there's a tremendous need out there. We've had over 26,000 soldiers wounded. We've lost over 4,000 in Iraq and Afghanistan. And while our golf tournament was making a very small dent, I knew that there was a greater need out there, and I came up with this idea called Patriot Golf Day. And a lot of people don't realize, but you know, the golf courses as a whole are raising $3.2 billion, I think was the number last year, for charitable organizations. So by nature, it's a very charitable bunch. And I figured, well, if we could get every golf course in America to participate by giving $1, we could feasibly raise millions of dollars on an annual basis to help these families. And with this Patriot Golf Day, we would have the funding to do that. And the story really started, I talked to Golf Digest, Roger Schriftman, who's one of the managing editors there, and I told Roger about this crazy idea I had to get all the courses in America involved. And you know, he immediately said, well, you think big? And I was like, yeah, I've always had that problem. And but they thought it was a great idea, and he said, we'd love to help, and we'll write an article on it, which appeared in August edition of in Golf Digest. And he said, but I'd like to make a few phone calls for you because I have some contacts in the golf business. And the next person I really give credit for making this come to life is Jim Nance at CBS Sports. And Jim reached out and contacted me and said, hey, this is a great idea. I think CBS could help you. And they obviously did the PGA preview show for us that talked about our foundation, what we're doing. And I took David Faraday on an F-16 ride.
Did you make him
yesterday.
Cry?
No, he was
18,000 feet, right?
Yeah, he was a machine, an absolute machine, and just a wonderful guy too. And just one more person I've been very fortunate to be able to tell the story to that I think is going to be behind us long term. So that's great. And then I approached the PGA of America, which is truly, I think, the most important player in making this a reality, because of the 28,000 men and women that represent the PGA of America, myself being a PGA member as well. They're the ones at the grassroots level. They're in the trenches at the golf courses. And we have set up a mechanism through playgolfamerica.com where they can go and sign up for Patriot Golf Day, which is September 1st. And it takes 90 seconds to sign their golf course up. And then on that day, they can either raise their green fees by $1 or just collect $1 from their players. And what we've seen, hopefully, is that people will give more than $1. But even if they just gave $1, we had courses all over America. We're poised to raise millions on one day. And it's really neat for the foundation. It's exciting for these families. But for the golfer to be part of something exponentially this powerful on an annual basis, we think that there's a real positive synergy there that's going to be around for a long time. It's a great program. It's going to help these families who are making the ultimate sacrifice over there for us, so we get to enjoy playing golf every day. It's a little token of our appreciation that requires very little effort on an individual basis, but has a tremendous effect when you put together the exponential power of this very giving, charitable institution that we're all blessed to be a part of, which is the golf world. So we're really excited.
It's a very personal mission for you as well, right? I mean, you've flown in Iraq a couple times.
Yep, I've done 2 tours in Iraq over there in the F-16, and you see a lot of things that get you motivated. You see on any given day, you see heroism and you see tragedy.
Right.
As we all read about in the paper, you just get a little more personal insight to it. So I'm definitely was born to serve my country, and I certainly love the golf business and feel very blessed to be able to combine these two things. And what better way to give back to these families than utilizing my time and talents in the golf world to benefit the military families.
Good. Well, thanks for your time and good luck with
That's
Patriot
cool.
Day.
Thanks a
Appreciate
lot.
it.
I appreciate it too.
Dan Rooney has been just so relentless in his efforts to get this going, and I can tell you that we're in good shape with people like Dan Rooney at the helm of F-16. Thanks, Dan, for what you're doing very, very much.